Golf Central on YouTube, brought to you by Apex Irons from Callaway.
Hello, I'm Anna Whiteley and welcome into Golf Central on YouTube. The 2021 Genesis Invitational is the deepest field of the calendar year, but it got a little thinner on Tuesday. After winning at Pebble Beach on Sunday, Daniel Berger has withdrawn from the event. The 13th ranked player in the world will return home, and it seems like Berger is just taking some time off. Meanwhile, Bryson DeChambeau will be teeing off in his first PGA Tour event since the Century Tournament of Champions. Bryson has only played at the Saudi Invitational since, and he caught up with Kira K. Dixon to talk about what he's been up to.
Well, rest and recover from the jet lag, I would say, but for the most part, I was just trying to recover my body as much as possible and was able to get some good speed training sessions in, which is awesome. We worked on my golf swing in Chris Como's living room lab, and it's just a little thing we call it. But it was snowing quite a bit in Dallas, and that was kind of unfortunate because I didn't get to hit balls or anything and see ball flight, but I was able to get some good practice indoors and work on the swing.
Well, much nicer weather here at Riviera. Well, what do you expect for the week, and what are you looking forward to?
Yeah, nice weather is great. Dallas, it's freezing right now, obviously, and so I'm excited to get out here in some warm weather and play golf in temperatures that I like, and it's a golf course that suits me. I think it's a bomber's paradise if you hit it in the right place and you miss it in the right place, I should say, and that's what I'm going to be looking forward to this week, is seeing different lines that I haven't seen before.
We're about to go into a really heavy stretch of golf that requires all sorts of mental and physical preparation. What are you doing to make sure that you are ready for that long stretch?
Trying to rest as much as possible. I'm still going to be working out every day, speed training 2-3 times a week, but the main part is resting and getting at least 9-10 hours of sleep a night. That's my goal.
Okay, awesome. And just how do you feel about your game in this moment?
Great. I mean, I worked on some things last week, and I feel a lot better than I did in Saudi. I was hitting it all over the place in Saudi, and this week should be a little bit different. Again, with speed, you're going to hit a little bit into weird places, but for the most part, I feel like I've got it more under control, and looking forward to an amazing week.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Good luck this week.
Thanks,
Bryson.
Thanks. Thank you.
Now, all month long, we've been celebrating Black History Month here on Golf. And today we have the story of Jacob Mosley, who is now a business analyst just outside of Detroit. But in order to achieve that, he and his family had to go through battles most of us cannot even begin to imagine.
That day was probably the most devastating day of my life.
Well, the beginning of one of the worst days of my life.
All of a sudden, they just started taking all of our stuff, throwing it outside. You just feel cold, you feel hurt, you feel confused. You're like, why us? Why me?
That day was a feeling not only of helplessness, but of desperation, because now we're desperate to have our own place. It's one thing for an adult to experience it, but for a child to experience that is traumatic. I felt like I let my kids down. That was the biggest part.
Yes, definitely during those times, seeing my mom going through what she had to go through really, really hurt me. Especially without having my father around. This woman has been taking care of 5 kids all by herself. 5 kids, 5 mouths to feed. I never wanted to forget how I felt, the agony, the anger, the frustration. I wanted to be reminded of this moment and use it as, fuel to the fire to, help me in my endeavors, to help me in my ambitions. 14, 15 years old, I was applying to small jobs, just begging them to please give me a job so I can, help support my family. I remember going to my grandma's one day, and I see, my grandma's neighbor walk out of his car, and he had a caddy bib on. And I went up and asked him, like, what is it you do? And he said, I'm a caddy. He told me about the exercise, the good pay, the connections he made. After that short conversation about it, I was sold. I decided to become a caddy. My mom took me to a very close country club in our area, and there we met my caddy master.
Well, my main first impression with Jacob is just eagerness to get out and try to learn. He needed extra work, and he was eager enough to come out and actually excel at that, where most kids maybe didn't spend that much time at the game.
The Chick Evans Caddy Scholarship is a scholarship given to deserving caddies for 4 years that covers full tuition and housing for the students. There's no way my mom can afford to pay for all of us to go to school. I wanted to lessen the burden, make my mom proud, make myself proud. I took the caddy manual I was given, and I read it, I studied it. I carried it in my pocket every day for those 2 years, just praying that the hard work would pay off and help me earn the scholarship.
He just works so hard to do what he does and get everything he's earned.
This was everything to Jacob.
I felt like I had definitely failed my family when I didn't get the scholarship. Given the emotional state that I was in during the situation, I kind of, lost sight.
Jacob called me one day from school, and he was going on and on.
This stuff is, pretty hard. I mean, I don't know about this. It's like a lot of stress.
Jacob, you have watched us struggle. We didn't know where we were gonna lay our heads sometimes at night. So you're sitting on the phone, crying about a few classes. Are you serious? Get you some help and call me back, okay? Jacob called me the next day, and he said, Ma, I got some help. And I said, good.
I knew that I was gonna find a way to get the scholarship no matter what.
I never saw Jacob give up. I mean, he just always kept coming back. Always kept just showing up, looking to learn more.
He was upset, he was hurt, but I knew he's not giving up.
I remember texting my mom saying I was a blessed man today.
And I said, Jacob Mosley, you're a blessed man every day. I stopped by our post office. I saw this envelope, and I pulled it out, and I saw Western Golf Association. I was like, oh my God.
He finally got this scholarship.
He got it. And so I remember calling me saying, like, you got the scholarship, you got the scholarship. I was like, Mom, like, that's what I meant when I sent you the text that I'm a blessed man today. Coming from homelessness and, being a caddy and earning the Evans Scholarship, I want to live to inspire people with my story, because no matter what your situation is, no matter what you're going through, there is a light at the end of the tunnel.
Jacob achieved the scholarship, but we got to keep going, because we all have dreams and goals to achieve, and we're not there yet. That's why this story isn't complete.
I feel like I can definitely relate to a lot of people, and I want people to see my story and to realize that anything is possible, anything is achievable.